let's see. A, B. Oh, looks like we have C, D, and here's E. Oh, there, that fits nicely together. Oh, hello. Welcome to Grandma Kitty's house, and I'm Grandma Kitty, of course. I was just working on a puzzle. Do you like to do puzzles? Well, puzzles are so much fun. They're so relaxing and so creative, and I just like to do puzzles. You know, sometimes adults like to do puzzles too, and there can be lots and lots of pieces. Sometimes like 500 or 1,000 or sometimes even more, and they're little pieces, and it can take quite a while for an adult to put those together. But I have seen times when people put them together and it took them so long that they don't want to take them apart. So you know what they do? They put glue on them and they make pictures out of them. I've even seen people frame their puzzles before. This puzzle is not a lot of pieces. This is a child's puzzle. A child's puzzle doesn't have as many pieces. See, this is the one I'm working on. And this is, it's actually my grandson's puzzle, but this is an ABC train puzzle. So I was just trying to check to make sure all the pieces are here, because sometimes my grandchildren aren't good at putting things away, and so I just wanted to make sure the pieces were all here. But this is an alphabet puzzle. Do you know what the alphabet is? The alphabet is the letters that we use in the English language. There's 26 letters, and do you know that letters are very important? Do you know why letters are important? Well, without letters, we couldn't make words, and without words, we wouldn't have books, and without books, well, Grandma Kitty wouldn't be here because I wouldn't have any books to read to you. So letters are very important, but not just for me, for everybody really. Why, teachers couldn't teach without letters, and students couldn't learn without letters. And we'll think of a librarian. If you didn't have books, there wouldn't be libraries because there would be no books to be in the library. So there would be no librarians. Police officers could not write out speeding tickets. I don't think you'd mind that one too much. But doctors couldn't write out prescriptions. When you're sick, you know, you go to the doctor and he writes out a prescription to help you feel better, give you medicine to help you feel better. And then, like, actors, there wouldn't be like movies and TV shows because actors wouldn't be able to read their script. You didn't think all that stuff on TV was real, did you? No, a lot of that is just stories that people wrote, and you gotta have letters to write stories, and then they write it out in what they call a script, and then the actors read it. So actors wouldn't have jobs, and there wouldn't be movies, and like if you were traveling, you could get lost because you wouldn't have the road signs to tell you where to go. So letters are very important. Oh, and you need letters to write your name too. So they're just very important. It would turn the world upside down without letters. I mean, not literally turn it upside down. That's just a figure of speech. I brought a book about letters that I wanted to read to you. And this is a fun book. It's just a fun book. It's called Chicka Chicka Boom Boom, and it's by Bill Martin Jr. and John Archambault. And it's about letters, and it's just a really fun book. So let's read that together. Chicka Chicka Boom Boom. A told B and B told C, I'll meet you at the top of the coconut tree. Here they come, ready to climb up the tree. Wee, said D to E, F, G, I'll beat you to the top of the coconut tree. Chicka, chicka, boom, boom. Will there be enough room? Here comes H up the coconut tree. See, we've got D, E, we've got all the letters climbing up the tree, and I and J and tag along K, all on their way up the coconut tree. Chicka, chicka, boom, boom. Will there be enough room? Look who's coming. L-M-N-O-P. Oh my goodness, look at all those letters. Do you think 26 letters can fit up that coconut tree? And Q-R-S and T-U-V. Still more W and X-Y-Z. Uh-oh, look at the tree here. The whole alphabet up the, oh no! Chicka, chicka, boom, boom. Look at all the letters. They fell out of the tree. Help us up, cried ABC. Next from the pile up, Skinny D and Stub-Toed E and Patched Up F. Then comes G, all out of breath. H is tangled up with I. J and K are about to cry. L is knotted like a tie. Oh, they're just a mess, aren't they? M is looped. N is stooped. O is twisted alley-oop. Skit, scat, scoodle-doop, flip-flop, flee. Look who's coming, it's Black-Eyed P. Q, R, S, and Loose-Tooth T. Then U, V, W, wiggle, jiggle free. Last to come, X, Y, Z. And the sun goes down on the coconut tree. But, chicka, chicka, boom, boom, look, there's a full moon. A is out of bed, and this is what he said. Dare, double dare, you can't catch me. I'll beat you to the top of the coconut tree. Chicka, chicka, boom, boom. Isn't that a fun book? It's got all the letters of the alphabet, and they're just being silly climbing the tree. And look, here at the back, here's all the letters of the alphabet. Now, when I was in first grade, you used to have to stand up front of the class and recite your alphabet. And I used to get a little mixed up when I got to the middle with L, M, N, O, P, and I'd stand up and I'd say L, the middle, P. I guess I wanted to throw a little French in there, but it's really L, M, N, O, P. So let's do this together. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. And those are the letters of the alphabet. And like I said, they're just so important because we use the letters for everything. All right, so, letters have sounds to them. Every letter has a sound. And that's how you learn to read, is by sounding out the letters and putting them together so that you can sound out the word. Some of the letters are kind of tricky, like A. A can sound like A or ah. And that's kind of confusing. Or C can sound like ka, or like a snake. And that's kind of confusing, but it takes practice, and you can always ask for help from your parents, your teacher, or somebody, and eventually you'll learn to read, and it's really important to learn to read. But I have a little game that we can play here. I'll show you the letter, and I'll tell you the sound, and you see if you can guess what the picture is. Okay, so we have A, apple. Oh, don't you just love apples? All right, this one is B, ba. We just talked about these a couple of weeks ago. Bear. Oh, there he is, bear. All right, this one is C, and this one is ka. And this is something Grandma Kitty really likes. She just loves these cupcakes. Oh, I just love cupcakes, don't you? This is da. Dog. Very good. Oh, I just love dogs. They're such a part of the family. Do you have a pet? Well, I had several dogs. I don't have one right now, but dogs are just such a part of the family. And this is E. And E can say E, or it can say eh. And this one it's elephant. We're going to talk about elephants one of these days too. They are huge. All right, this is F. This is a pet too. Fish. F, fish. All right, this is G. Now, this could be a pet too, but I don't think they make very good pets because I heard that they like to bite. Goose. G, goose. Oh, here's another pet. H, and my daughter-in-law has some of these. These are big animals that you ride on. Horse. Oh, yes, you guys are pretty good at this. All right, this is I, and I can say its name, I, or it is I. In this case, it's I. This is something to eat. It's cold, and Grandma Kitty likes it just as much as she likes cupcakes. Ice cream. All right, this is J. juice. All right. This one is K, king. Yeah, could also stand for kitty. And this is L, these are very sour, lemon. All right, M, and this is one of those furry little critters that runs across the floor that Grandma Kitty does not like in her house. Mouse. All right, this is N, nest. And look at those pretty eggs in there. I don't think I've ever seen pink eggs in a nest though. Usually birds have blue eggs or white, not pink. Do you think they're pink flamingos maybe? All right, this is O. O can say its name. O, or orange. All right, this is P. My son had a stuffed one of these when he was little. Penguin. And this one is Q. Usually queen is the one they use, but this one is quarters. So it looks like orange, but it's really for quarters. All right. Oh, this one is R. And this can be a pet too. I had one of these when my son was little. It could also be called a bunny. You got it. It's a rabbit. All right. This is S. Sandwich. Oh, this food is making me hungry. This is T. My son's first word, tractor. He used to say tractor, because his daddy had a tractor. All right. U. Umbrella. All right, we're getting close to the end here. V. Vegetables. Oh, I told you all this yummy food is making me hungry. This one is W. Wand. And this one is X. Not many words start with X, but X-ray. Looks like bones, huh? That's what you can see when you have an X-ray. You can see your bones. This one is Y. Yeah, yo-yo. All right, and then the last one, Z. Zebra. I like zebras. They are just so pretty. And I heard say that no two zebras are alike, that their stripe patterns are all just a little bit different. All right, those are the letters of the alphabet. And like I said, they're so important because that's how you learn to read, by sounding out your letters and putting them together to make words. And you know, reading isn't just fun. It's so important because that's how you learn. You know, when you read, you can go places you've never been before. You can learn interesting facts and learn about countries and people. And it's so relaxing to sit down and read. So reading is just so important. Now, I have a box of fun here. What do you think I might have in this box? Candy? Oh yeah. Oh, candy would be fun, yes, but candy would give you too much energy. And you know, candy's not good for your teeth. You know, a little bit of candy here and there is okay, but you don't want to eat too many because too much candy might cause cavities. Do you know what cavities are? They're holes in your teeth. And when you have a cavity, it really hurts. It hurts bad, and then you don't want to eat. So you don't want to eat too much candy. So a little candy here and there once in a while is good. But no, Grandma Kitty does not have candy in her box. She has some other fun stuff. Let me show you what I have. I just wanted to show you some different things here. This is not just a hat. See this? It's not just a hat. This is an H-A-T, hat. You can sound it out. H-A-T spells hat. All right, and let's see. This is not just a car. It's a C-A-R, car. And this is not just a bird. Whoops, I dropped something. This is not just a bird. This is a B-I-R-D, a bird. He's got long legs, doesn't he? Let's see if we can get our bird to sit up and hold his name tag. All right, and oh, look at this. This is not just a bus. This is a B-U-S, bus. All right, and this is not just a ball, it's a B-A-L-L. It's kind of a dirty ball, but that's okay because that shows that my grandchildren play with it. And what good is a ball if you're not going to play with it? All right. And this is a cute little dog, but this is not just a dog, it's a D-O-G. It's a dog. Oops, my dog doesn't want to stand up. Maybe he's a lazy dog. We'll just let him lay down and rest. All right, and this, oh, look at this ugly thing. This is not just a bug, it's a B-U-G, a bug. And Grandma Kitty doesn't necessarily like bugs, but that one's just made out of plastic, so that's okay. How about this little guy? Isn't he cute? He's not just a duck, he's a D-U-C-K, a duck. All right, and this is not just a book, this is a B-O-O-K, book. All right, and then let me show you this. This isn't just a box, this is a B-O-X, a box. So see that everything needs letters because you couldn't spell out all these things if you didn't have letters. So letters are just very important. Oh, and remember I told you that you also need letters for your name? So look at this. I'm not just Grandma Kitty, I'm Grandma K-I-T-T-Y. So, you know, without letters, you can't have words. And without words, you wouldn't have books. And without books, you got it. Grandma Kitty wouldn't be here because she couldn't read books to you if we didn't have them. All right, so that's why letters are so important. So before we move on to Move and Groove, I just wanted to remind you about our golden rule. Remember when we talked about the golden rule last time? Do you remember what the golden rule was? Treat others as you would like to be treated. And do you remember we talked about that a little bit? And how if you don't want to get hit, you shouldn't hit somebody else, right? If you don't want someone to be mean to you, you shouldn't be mean to them. If you want people to play nice with you, then you should play nice with them, right? If you want people to be your friend, then you should be a good friend for them, right? So, so that's the golden rule. And you need to treat others the way you want to be treated, do to them the way you want them to do to you. And that is our song again this week. And again, I'm using a phone instead of my boombox. So let's see if Grandma Kitty can get the phone to work. And if not, she might have to call for technical support. Oh, let me take my scarf off so we can see my shirt and remind you that when we move and groove, it makes our heart happy. All right, let's see if we can do this and make this work. I think we got it. All right, stand up. Come on, gotta move and groove with me. Come on, move and groove.
How does it feel when someone gives you a helping hand? How does it feel when someone takes the time to get to know you? How does it feel?
It feels good.
How does it
That's the golden rule. And that is a good rule to live by, because if everybody treated each other the way they wanted to be treated, well, this would be a wonderful world, wouldn't it? Everybody would be happy and they'd get along together. So that is a good rule to practice. All right, so, oh, and that song just makes my heart happy, not just because I got some exercise, but because it's got a good message to it. All right, so let's check our bee basket and see what we have in here. Let's see, remember our bee basket, the things we want to be. All right, so, oh, look. It's be compassionate. We talked about this one last time. Do you remember we talked about this? And we talked about how being compassionate is thinking about others and having sympathy for others and thinking about their needs or their situations or so I was kind of thinking, trying to figure out how to help you understand, be compassionate. You know, it's about thinking about others and being kind and caring. And I was listening to my grandchildren, and one of them, I'm going to use Candy. We were talking about candy and how candy is okay. But they were in the backseat of my car, and they were talking, and one had actually 2 candies, and the other one said, "Can I have your candy?" Well, he had 2 candies, right? So if he was compassionate and caring and kind, he could have said, "Yep, you can have one and I'll have one." But he said, "No, they're mine." Well, was that being compassionate? No, because his brother really wanted one too. And you know, if you want others to treat you the way you want to be treated, you want others to share with you, right? So I had to remind him that he had 2 candies and he could share one with his brother. So being compassionate is thinking about, you know, what if you were the one that didn't have the candy and you're watching somebody eat 2 pieces of candy and they could have shared one with you. You wouldn't feel very good, would you, if they didn't share? So to be compassionate would be to say, "Sure, look, I have 2 candies, you have one, I'll have the other, and that will be perfect." So being compassionate is thinking about the needs and feelings of other people. So another thing I thought about, we can talk about how to use letters. We've been talking about letters to show compassion for other people. So we could do like send them a birthday card, or, you know, when you learn to write, or some of you who already know how to write, you could, if you had like, when you're older, if you had like a cell phone, you could send text messages letting your friends know you're thinking of them, or people in your family just saying, you know, "Just wondering how you're doing, how's your day going?" You know, so you could send emails or text messages to just let people know that you're thinking about them. When you learn to read, you could, you know, like maybe if your mother's busy cooking supper, you could read a book to your brother or sister and keep them busy so that they're not bothering mom while she's busy. Now here's something you could do. This is a way to use letters to show compassion. And you could write a little note that says, "I love you." Moms and grandmothers and you know, people really love to know that you love them. So you could just, it's not too hard to write. It's just I-L-O-V-E-Y-O-U. I love you. And oh, it just makes grandparents really happy to get a little note like that. Now, if that's too much, you could cheat. You know, when you text, you kind of change the way you spell words. So you could cheat a little bit and you could write I-L-U-V, love you. That would be a quick, easy thing to write, right? And we can use letters to make someone feel happy. Now, if that was even too much, then look at this one. This is simple. You make a heart, that means love, and just you. I love you. Do you remember last time we were talking about Valentine's Day and how it's important to let the special people in your lives know that you love them and that they mean something special to you and that they're important to you? So this would be a nice way to do it. You could just write draw a heart, love you, and just give it to your mom or your dad or your grandparents or your brother or sister, and just let them know that they're special to you. How would they know that you love them if you don't tell them, right? So that's a good way to use letters. So let's see, we've got our B signs. We've got this one here that says believe in yourself. remember that you've got all kinds of good stuff inside of you that you can use to help the world be a better place and help other people. And let me find this. Oh, this big one. I always have trouble catching up to this big one. All right, and this one is be the best you that you can be, right? And use your letters to write notes and be the best you that you can be and make people happy. And remember what Grandma Kitty always says, you will never get in trouble for being good, right? You won't get sent to your room. You won't get sent to timeout. So, all right, I think that just about does it for today. Did you learn anything important about letters? That everybody uses them, everybody needs them, that you need them for your name and to learn how to read and put words together. And teachers need them, doctors need them, police officers need them, librarians and actors, and you need letters too so you can study and get smart at school. So, all right, I think that just about does it for today. So you stay healthy and happy and safe and be compassionate to the people around them and make sure you tell them that you love them. You take care and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.